The Cowboys continue to mismanage their star players, cheap, short-sighted, not as smart as they think they are when it's time to figure out how these pieces fit in the broader salary cap puzzle. Parsons should never set foot in the facility or at a minimum on a field until he gets his second contract. I think the Cowboys will try their damnedest to ride it out for at least another year.
Dallas has a lot more questions than that. Like,
I'm with you on
what
that.
What the F are you guys doing in general? Like, and early in the offseason, you're like, oh, okay, they're just taking their time. But you have yet to pay the guys who play the best on your team. You have 3 All-Pros on your team. 3. Actually 4, I think. And you have not paid them. You have not paid them. They're going to, hey, I told you guys last year, Dallas fans were, oh, yeah, CD Lamb, you were so wrong. I was like, oh, yeah, you guys so excited about that. I love it. I love it. They're just not going to be as excited when he's making $31 million and you're handicapped with the rest of your roster because you're going to have to pay him $30 million. Then you're going to have to pay Micah. What did Nicholas John Bosa get? Because they're going to have to pay him a little bit more than Nicholas John Bosa. So that's 2 players for $60 million, Mitchell. And guess what? You're going to have to pay one more player, just one, for probably $60 million a year, Mitchell. Guess who that is?
So, Nick, are you concerned with how the Cowboys are handling this offseason?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's absurd to not pay either one because the logic of not paying one would dictate you pay the other one.
Makes sense.
So the reason I think they're not paying CD is because they want to wait for Justin Jefferson to sign because that sets the ceiling and he's going to come in underneath that. But you know who the Justin Jefferson of defensive players is? Micah Parsons. So by that logic, might as well get Micah signed because I can tell you right now, Jerry and Stephen Jones, I know what Micah Parsons is going to sign for. 5 years, $175 million, $130 million guaranteed, $35 million a season. You know how I know it? Because Nicky Bosa signed for 5 years, $170, $122 million guaranteed. So Micah's going to get $1 million more per year, a little bit more guaranteed. Whenever you do it, that's the deal he's signing. It's just bad business.
You guys know where I stand on the Cowboys. It's been darn near enough. I think they had a good draft with their linemen. But look, you lost some guys. You revamped the offensive line, which will be good with these young guys probably. But you lost your best running back. And your answer was to bring back Zeke, who's several years past his prime.
Okay. I think he should be the top priority. All due respect to Dak. They'll find another quarterback. They're not going to find another Micah Parsons.
I don't think it's a crazy argument. Right?
He was radio silent after the game, didn't meet with reporters, went on his podcast week and a half later and said, I want us to address the areas we could have or should have addressed last year. They didn't. And one of the reasons they didn't is because their hands are tied by these contract situations. They need to get Micah done. They need to pay him a fair amount. And for fair by him, that means, a lot of money.
Yeah.